Thank you for letting us know what. I don't know. Did something happen also that I'm unaware of? Hi everyone, welcome to the BL Week in Review. I am your host BL Songbird, and before we get started, don't forget to like this video and go ahead and join the live chat. If you come upon this video later, feel free to leave a comment. If you would like me personally to respond, be sure to tag me, which is at BL Songbird. Otherwise, I will not receive a notification that you have left a comment. Oh man, okay. So, this is BL Week in Review, which is a live show where we go over what ended, what began, and what is coming for all of those lovely BL live action series. Currently, this is only for series that are over like 5 minutes or more in length. I am not, uh, ah, that I am not, oh my goodness, I get thrown off easily. I'm not currently doing the vertical series, the vertical, or as yeah, no vertical, the vertical short dramas. I'm not currently keeping track of those. So we don't do those. If I were trying to keep track of those, I think we'd be overwhelmed because honestly, I see them coming out like practically every day. So if you like the short form series, I can look in to who is keeping track of them if you'd like. Currently, I don't know anybody. So if you would like that, let me know. All right, so let's see. Valerie sent a message that they can stay a little while tonight. Valerie did not send a message in the live chat, it doesn't look like. Or if they did, it's not popping up for me, which is interesting. But good to know. Thank you. All right. So first of all, to all of those who have told me that I should be watching To My Shore, I started it today. I have watched episode 1, and I know I can see it already. I can see how it'll end up toxic. The main character seems to have like an interesting, almost double personality. Hopefully that's not too much of a spoiler. If that's too much of a spoiler, guys, let me know and I'll keep that in mind for future reference. But yeah, so episode 1 I watched, and I'll keep going over this break and we'll see how it is. I am not going to be commenting on this series on social media. You can find my comments, however, on my Patreon Discord channel, which I did update the tiers for that. I feel like with the times the way they are, that everybody should have the opportunity to be a part of that community. And so the tiers, $1, $3, $5, it all gets you the same thing, which is access to the Discord server. And I hope it's just like pay what you can kind of thing. So hopefully I'll see you guys all there. Okay. Star Olympics happened last weekend. If you are a new BL fan, you will have no idea what on earth I meant when I said that. So just a quick rundown. Star Olympics is GMMTV, which GMMTV is a major Thai production house. Thai production house. They're more than a production house. I don't even what you know what. Okay, we'll just call them a house because they're more than production. They do artist management. They do have 4 production houses. They do music as well. They're home to Riser music. They're home to Lycan. They're home to Jasper, um, which everybody loves. Their Thai pop, right? So GMMTV Star Olympics is a major event of theirs during the winter. It is a 9.5 hour event that was live streamed. You could pay for a live stream ticket. So international fans, if they really wanted to be up practically all night, could also watch it. And it's like it's just a sporting day, so they have various games. I saw clips of basketball. I saw clips of like a tug of war. There's running competitions, and then they have a concert. And that concert is unique for this particular company in the sense that they showcase so many artists. I don't even know if I could count. Somebody wrote 110 artists. I don't know if that's the case, but some of them are like they're music artists, and some of them are the acting artists who also do music. So overall, it's just this giant day. And plenty of clips out there on YouTube, plenty of clips out there on X. I think probably even Instagram and Threads and those kinds of places also have clips from people who were there. I would say a highlight was somebody like shot a basketball from 3/4 of the way down the opposite side of the court, and somehow it made it in. It was like completely bizarre, almost unreal kind of moment, especially since it wasn't I don't one of the Marks. I think Mark with a C. If you're a GMM TV person, you'll know who I'm talking about. Was the one who shot that ball. Um, Other highlight for those who love SOTUS, Kristen Cincto in celebration of the 10th anniversary of SOTUS. I can't believe it's been 10 years, but it has. Anyway, they did the OST for their song, which was kind of cool. um, for me, that might have been the two key highlights. Although I thought it was really cool. What's it called? Golden something. The song from K-pop Demon Hunters, Golden something. Anyway, they William and Dewey and two of the girls did that song, and they had like a cool puppet that was a cheetah, and they had an eagle um, facing off on the court. Anyway, it was kind of a major production this year. I was impressed. And then I saw someone on TikTok, BL Chef, say that of course they were going to go big. Tickets for the Riser concert went on sale the next day and sold out, and now there are 3 days, so it kind of makes sense why they went big. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that was kind of a brilliant marketing strategy on their part. I get that. Anyways, okay, so Star Olympics, there's my 2 cents about that. No need to watch the sports, go find all the clips of the music. A lot of it was pre-recorded. Chris Cincto also stood out because they sang live. There were a few live performances, but it's kind of fun to see, regardless of whether they sing live or they lip sync to pre-recording. What was cool was seeing how people's chemistries translated to a different setting. Oh, let's check in on the board over here for a minute. We have Valerie saying, as far as a short form series, that Weira and Me was a lovely story. Thank you for that. Lovely little recommendation right there. And it's on YouTube. Awesome. And then we have, um, is it Ami? Or uh, I will remember eventually how your name, Ari, something like that. You are back. Awesome. I think I got it right. Let me know if I got it wrong. Welcome. Okay, so Real quick, there's only one upcoming series. We're on to the week in review. One upcoming series. It's not even, as far as I'm aware, getting an international release. On Sunday, December 28th, we have a Love Alert starting on View Thailand. It may or may not have English subtitles. You could possibly VPN it and maybe they would put the subtitles in. I know that View, Airy. Thank you. I think I was close. That's pretty close. But thank you again. Um yeah, sometimes View Thailand will put subtitles in even if they don't even if they know that it's not going necessarily going to be released internationally. The next thing that uh and so that's it for upcoming. So let's start with our episode 1. The things that got released last week. I'm going to start with 10 Dance because technically there's only one episode because it was a movie, a little over 2 hours. It's from Japan. It's on Netflix. It's really, really beautifully done, everyone. I know we're not doing spoilers right now. We'll do spoilers later and talk about 10 Dance. So this is the moment where I just tell you, yes, 1000% worth checking out. From what I understand, the actors spent a whole year learning dance in order to do the role. And I am really looking forward to chatting a little bit more about it with you guys a little later on in the program. So, yeah, that's just my surface go watch it guys recommendation. I'm sure that everybody in the comments has something similar to say. The next thing with an episode 1 release, Dare You to Death, is a series from Thailand that is on international Netflix. And as far as I am aware, that is where it's at. I don't think it got released on YouTube anywhere. If I am wrong, let me know. Anyway, it's airing on Thursdays and I think it's going to be another one of those shows where you just kind of have to ignore the preview if you watched it and try episode 1. It's a whodunit kind of show. They set that up really well. And Jung and Dunk both really had clear characters right from the start. Definitely recommend checking that one out too. So, 10 Dance, Dare You to Death. We've got some Netflix BLs happening, everyone. Pretty cool. All right. Looking forward to seeing episode 2 on Thursday. That I don't know. I love Jung and Duck. There's definitely one that I will be continuing. I absolutely. I don't know. I have to watch everything of theirs. I've seen it all. Even their little variety show that they do on YouTube. I have seen everything. They have a version on YouTube. Good to know. 10 Dance is stunning. 10 Dance. Its production value is excellent, but it felt a bit like they didn't know what they wanted their genre or focus to be. Scattered. Interesting. I didn't see it as scattered, maybe because I'm used to watching dance productions and it felt very much like your typical movie with dance as the center focus. So for me, it didn't feel that way, but uh, perhaps I guess I could see that, especially if you don't watch many in that genre, which it is kind of its own subgenre. It's like dance, the subgenre. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for another viewpoint. Also, though, I appreciate that. Like, it's great that we all have these different viewpoints that we can share and discuss. Love it. So, the takeaway from that for me at least would be maybe 10 Dance isn't perfect for everybody. But if you love dance, then you'll probably love that movie. How about that? Because I happened to love dance before I started watching it. I didn't notice Scattered either, and you're right, BL. The dance is a character in this kind of movies. Yeah, it's just a little different. Um, Love it. Okay, the next thing that started with no international release. I have my fingers crossed that it will eventually, because the last one from this Mono Max company in Thailand eventually ended up on Gaga Ooh La La, and that is The Fridge. That is the title of the series. So if I catch wind that it's getting an international release, I will let you know. The other series that I was just talking about that finally ended up on Gaga is called Mandate. It is a political drama with a BL subplot, from what I understand. So if you are going in expecting a romance like as the primary plot for that, you're not going to find it. So keep that in mind for Mandate. The Fridge is, from what I understand, got like this alternate universe thing going on. So I have my fingers crossed. It looks really interesting. I'd like to see it at some point. All right, the next thing that started that is airing on Saturdays. They switched the air date completely. Is Forever You Part 2. Forever You Part 2 is on WeTV and 10 Cent Video. I watched that one not on Saturday. I watched that like yesterday, I think. But it was really well done. I liked part one of Forever You. I would say I like the start of part two even more. The character development in the first episode was a lot stronger. I found him compelling. I am very interested about his story. Really excited to see where that show goes. I will be finding time to watch it. Though honestly, I think finding time is going to be less and less of a problem. We have lots of things ending, not many things starting. Thank goodness. It's almost like we're getting a bit of a reset. I'm glad for it. 34 series a week was a lot. Let's start again. Maybe it'll be like last year, like the first half of the year was quiet and then July hit and we got like slammed. Or was it June? No, it was June. It was June where we got slammed with like, guess what? 8 new series are starting this week. And then the next week, guess what? 7 new series are starting this week. It was crazy. And it never let up. So we're finally getting it to let up a little bit. It could be because of the holidays. And that would make the most sense to me anyways. All right. So let's see here. Okay, so the things that ended, the things that are now officially ready to binge. Chosen Home from Japan. It's 10 episodes. It's on Netflix. And oh, yet another one on Netflix. So this one is not Boys Love. It does have a BLS slash gay subplot that is romantic, but I would call it a chosen family or found family plot more than I would call it a romance. It is a beautifully done found family plot. I love it. It has a high rewatch value. It is worth checking out. Again, that is Chosen Home. It is on Netflix. The two men in the series who find each other are older. I think one is in his early 40s, one is in his 50s. So that's also pretty cool. They have lived life. And the girl in it is really lovely. Just a lovely show, guys. Worth checking out for sure. And it is ready to binge, so perfect for the holidays. Hopefully you guys like it. The next one that is ready to binge. School trip. Joined a group I'm not close to. This one is on Gaga Ulala, as is the case with most Japanese BL, and it is 10 episodes long. I think it's getting 2 special episodes, though, which is why my final thoughts on it haven't appeared on social media yet. I don't think it's over, but not over. I don't. Okay. Anyway, high school did all the tropes really well. Just a super cute, well done series. Lighthearted, fun, feel good. Perfect for a rainy day and a giant bucket of popcorn. You know? All right. The next one that ended. Okay, and mind you, this is the point where I get a little lost. If you guys happen to have seen any of these shows, please give a shout out in the live chat. Let us know what you thought. Did you think it was worth checking out? Do you like it? The next one, because I haven't seen it, is Tide of Love. It's from Korea. It's 10 episodes long. It's on Gaga Ulala, YouTube, and IGE. I have no idea what is going on with that show. So if you happen to see it and give a shout out in the live chat, I will go ahead and read those comments out loud so that everybody can get an idea of whether or not to watch that one. We also have First Page that ended. Yes, lots more things ending, nothing beginning. Guys, okay, anyways. First Page is 4 episodes long. It's a Korean BL. It's on True Film YouTube channel. It's another one that I did not watch, but it's one of those that is, if you put all the episodes together, it's a short film. Episodes are like 10 minutes or less. So, okay. I'll come back to the chat in a minute and check to see what people have said about that everything. Thundercloud Rainstorm, I believe, has ended with 8 episodes. It is Korean. It is on Gaga Ulala and IGE. Yet again, I didn't watch it. I don't know what to say, everyone. Normally, I watch lots of things. I've been working on my novel. I am a chapter and a half out from finishing it. Rough draft, almost done. I can't believe it. I just finished writing the climax today. Oh my goodness. I'm like kind of stoked. Having trouble focusing on other things, to be honest. Anyways, okay, let's see what people have had to say if they've seen any of these things. We have Forever You Part 2. We're going to be crying our eyes out, I think. Good to know. I'm ready. Let's do it. And then also is helping. Okay, so School Trip. If you liked Johanna North from Forever You Part 1, you likely love this too. I remember you saying that in our Discord server somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but I remember you saying there was a comparison between those characters. Yeah, love it. There's a similar vibe. Tide of Love is an original, fascinating premise that was soon forgotten. Also, that is one way to put it. Okay, good to know. So that's one person's feeling about Tide of Love. School trip was adorable. Okay, we've got some like school trip vouchers going on. The production value could have been better. First page, an okay story that serves as a prequel to Love Reset. Ah, yes, I actually saw that. First, Love Reset came first, but first page is its prequel, so that's cool. Have also likewise, Valerie, have a wonderful holiday. And see you on the other side of Christmas for those who celebrate. Okay, onwards. That was it for the week in review. I was thinking we would have some fun with a solid spoilers section today. Main themes will include 10 Dance, School Trip, and Melody of Secrets. Set the spoilers free. Let's do this. Okay, so a little bit more of a deep dive. 10 Dance. I thought the way that they did the cinematography with the dancing was really compelling and sensual. Um, it was kind of, yeah, the sensual is the way to put it. And I also thought like there should probably be a second movie because the ending, I'll see you at 10 dance, like the 10 dance, just made it seem like, well, this story isn't over. Which kind of makes sense because the plot is set up in the way that your typical sports plot is set up. Dance is not unlike other sports plots. You know, you have this thing or this competition or this goal that you're headed towards. And their goal was this 10 dance competition. And by the end of the movie, they did not get to the 10 dance competition. So we need a second movie to finish the plot. I don't know. That's what I got from that part. So if I had like one criticism for that show, if there's not a second one, it's that they ended it shy of what the goal was. Now, did the two main actors do a 10 dance? Yes, they did. But they did it wasn't the competition that the whole premise for the show was aiming towards. I am glad that they came together in the end, though, and that was really cool. Very brave of them to do all of that in front of all of the judges and old hoity-toities. Yeah. So there's my little quip about 10 Dance. The manga series is seven novels long, so I hope we get a sequel since there's so much source material. Oh, all right, fingers crossed then. Yes, let there be a sequel. Absolutely. Fingers crossed. Okay, school trip. Oh man, guys. I'm That was such a sweet ending. Like, what did you guys think? Who were you rooting for in the like did you have a character that you liked more? For me, I think oh my gosh, Hioki got me a little bit more than Watarai. I liked the gang, Waterai's gang though. I liked that group of friends. I went in like when they were talking about like the four most attractive men in school. I went in thinking it was going to be a gay version of uh Boys Over Flowers or something like that. You know, you got the four, the F4, and they weren't at all like that. You know, the F4 with the little guy. No, that was the sweetest group of boys. I was like, I wasn't expecting that at all. It came out of left field and was super enjoyable. What else was enjoyable? Um, their communication. That was impressive for high school. I think that it was probably trying to model what communication should be. Um, and if that's the case, if it was like a learning opportunity, if you will, or a teaching opportunity, they did a great job with it because those boys had that skill. And it was cool that they were comfortable with enough with each other to express those kinds of feelings, the way they supported each other with like, hey, that was super brave. I don't know. That part was pretty cool. Hey, I'm just waiting for you to feel comfortable so we can step forward together. Yeah, I love that. Let's see what other people have to say. School trip had a great group of friends. It was so cute how Watarai's friend group and Hioki's friend group merged at the end. Yeah, no, the merge at the end, that's also cute. I loved that. Everything about that show was just sweet high school romance, and sometimes you just need a little bit of refreshing, sweet high school romance. If I had to choose one character, I would pick Anna. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Still, that's pretty cool. Would it be would it be Hyoki's friend who was a girl from like middle school? Is that Anna? Maybe. Anyway. Ah, just really sweet. It's a really sweet show. Tonight's kind of quiet, huh? It's probably because tomorrow's Christmas. Holiday celebrations already started on the other side of the world. Yeah, it's already the 24th for some, so they're probably celebrating Christmas. She's Anna, not for a potential love interest for Hyoki, but in general that everything goes well for her. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. All right. So anybody have thoughts about Melody of Secrets? That's okay, Katie. I realized it was already. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas, but I realized it's already Christmas Eve for you. So I was like, well, it's possible that some people who are normally here, it's already Christmas Eve. Um, Melody of Secrets. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody still watching that one? I I think it's interesting how early they revealed that Tan really wasn't Plang's lover. We knew this, or we talked about it last week how that was a distinct possibility, but it still was surprising how early it came on. I thought that that was going to be part of the you know main plot of the show for more of the show. Clearly not. So I'm trying to like are we what's curious is trying to figure out what the main threads for this plot are, because that is no longer one of them. So what have we got? We've got no memory, I suppose, somebody who wants their memories back, and we've got a who done it kind of thing, but no leads unless it's Tan, which doesn't really make sense. I saw on X today that somebody said that maybe Tan's passed away brother is not actually gone, that they faked their own death and are the one who is offing people. I don't know. The reveal that early was crazy. We had so many theories and we were right about one of them. Yes. Uh, so I'm like, now that that's been revealed, now what, right? But I remember playing saying something like, "You made me fall in love with you." I'm like, wow, that's really fast. Like, how many meetings have they had? Like, what, three? And you're already saying that like you fell in love with this guy? What? I don't know. I want to know why Pan slept with playing is as he knew he wasn't his boyfriend. That too. What was that? I don't know. It's like, dang it. So now where are we going with it? Are we truly clueless on who done it? In which case, that doesn't seem to be the main thread either. I think what's going to unravel is is both playing. I think that is going to be the unraveling. That's the mystery. I have a feeling that our main plot is just the character and not multiple characters, a singular character. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes about because our interesting character is, well, not trustworthy at the end. I was just grading high school work and we're talking about an untrustworthy narrator. We have one of those right now. We have one of those narrators who's like not at all trustworthy because we can't trust his memories because we don't even know if the journal he's reading his memories from is fabricated or not. Like, who sent him that journal? It's in his own handwriting. Why wasn't that journal with him to start with? That doesn't make any sense. Why would it be with somebody else? Right? So he's not trustworthy, which means we can't really, everything that we've seen, everything that we know, can we trust any of it since he isn't trustworthy, you know? All right, let's see what other people are saying again. I'm interested to find out how he died. Also, it was 2020, so that was years after whatever trauma or accident took Plung's memories. Oh, that's a good point. At least we hope that that's true. Junior as Tan. Now that was a very, very interesting development. I thought they pulled off like romantic looks pretty well. Yep, especially DeLorean, especially considering how much they prank each other off screen. They are generally pretty much at each other like I don't know if it's for fun and they're really close or if they really don't like each other a whole lot. It's hard to say. But interesting. I'm not sure I actually like the show itself, but enjoy the chatter about the theories. Well, I guess that's one reason to keep going is just to get to chat about it. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe we'll all be blown away. Or maybe it'll be too confusing and we'll just be lost all the way through till the end and we'll be like, "Well, that was something." I'm feeling that part is not going to be on force in book though as actors. I have a feeling anything that's lost in translation or not, I'm not going to say translation as in like subtitle translation, but lost in storytelling translation, that's kind of on the directing and editing team, you know? Not so much on the actors. So, I think so far they're doing great with like what they've got. I have my fingers crossed for this show. Okay, why don't we keep it short today since it is the holiday season? People are getting ready. Either it's tomorrow morning already, and you all are already worried about wrapping gifts or doing whatever you do on Christmas Eve as tradition. Um, or maybe this is not a thing because you don't do Christmas. But if you do, I think we're gonna like end things early so people can get back to it. Um, we will, I guess, continue our conversation about this interesting show next week. Melody of Secrets. Next Tuesday is what? Let me find out. Let me look at it. Next Tuesday is the 30th. Okay, so the day before New Year. That still should be good. We'll see you all then. And in the meantime, if you do celebrate, happy holidays. If you don't celebrate, enjoy the week. And I don't even know. Let me look through my list here real quick and see if there are anything ending that's major. No. Okay, yes. I take that back. We have two things. One that I haven't watched, but maybe I'll try to. Love Begins in the World of If Ends, and then we could have a lively chat, and maybe we should. It might bring more people in. Actually, we probably should, because it might bring more people in. Should I have a lively chat about heated rivalry? So, next Tuesday, spoilers section will be Melody of Secrets, will be heated rivalry. All right. Happy holidays, everyone.